Hello everyone, my name is Cameron and welcome back to the channel. If my last few videos looked a little uneven, I think my legs were the legs on the camera stand were a bit fucked up. Honestly, I don't know. This camera stand sucks. I need to get a better one already. One that can hold an actual camera, and I need to get an actual camera. But today is Saturday the 16th of June, and we're going to have a double predictions video for today. It's not just going to be the TakeOver, it's also going to be the Money in the Bank. I'm doing it in a double thing because why the fuck not, I guess, is the best way to put it. Honestly, I just kind of thought, you know what, screw it, let's just do them in a double, and then, yeah. So, here we go. We're starting with TakeOver since it's going to be the first show. For those of you wondering, how is this going to happen? Basically, as soon as I get home, I'm going to watch this. I'm also currently watching the rest of the PC gaming show, then I got to watch Sony, then Nintendo, and then find some recap on basically what else was announced and shown at the rest of E3. I don't really feel like going through the rest of E3. I've already watched so much fucking gaming content. I'm tired of it. And that's something I don't like saying because I do really fucking love gaming content. But I don't know. Alright, so first things first. NXT Tag Team Championship match, the Undisputed Era versus Danny Burch and Oney Larkin. I think the Undisputed Era are going to retain. They haven't had the titles very long. They won it, what, like 2-3 takeovers ago? I don't think they're going to lose yet. I don't think they're going to lose for a while. I think they're going to have, especially since Roddy Strong just joined, I think they're going to have a huge, lengthy reign. What I'm thinking is they're probably going to have Cole hold on to the NXT for a while, or to the American for a while, NXT North American for a while. Probably have them hold on to tag titles for a bit, and then once Bobby Fish? Is Bobby Fish that's injured right now? I think it is. Once Bobby Fish gets back, I think they're gonna have them hold the tag belts and then have maybe Strong go for the NXT or UK. Basically, those are the only two things I can. That's really the only thing I can see happening right now with the Undisputed Era. I think they're gonna have them kind of take over NXT for a bit before coming up to the main roster and just being a fucking scourge to everyone. Sadly, they're probably going to go to Raw because they're going to want probably Strong to hold the Cruiserweight belt, which, I don't know. Alright, next, NXT Championship match. Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan. Aleister Black. I don't think he's losing it, especially not this soon. He's had, what was it, his first or second title defense, something like that. I don't think he's losing it. No, he won it at WrestleMania, didn't he? He beat Almas at WrestleMania. No, he did have actually one against Johnny Gargano that he won. But I think Black's going to win. I think they're probably going to prep Lars to maybe come up to the main roster sometime in the next 12 months. I could definitely see it happening. Lars Sullivan, firstly, is a fucking amazing wrestler. He's a fantastic performer, and I think he could definitely do some work. I think the best way is have him dominate NXT for a bit longer over the year, and then have him maybe pop up as a surprise team member on Raw or SmackDown for Survivor Series, or if they want to hold it off even longer, hold it off till next year's Money in the Bank, and then have him show up as a surprise Money in the Bank contender. Maybe have either a slot open, or a few slots open or something that are going to be revealed on the night, or have him attack a person who's already in the match and then just kind of take over the spot. I think that'd be really cool. Next, the NXT Women's Championship match between Shayna Baszler and Nikki Cross. I have predicted Shayna Baszler. I do not think that she's going to lose the title in her first defense. I think they're going to kind of run with this as much as they can before bringing her and the other two for MMA four horsewomen up to the main roster to most likely join Ronda as kind of her backup, I guess. I don't really know what they're going to do with that. Leading to most likely a four horsewomen of MMA versus four horsewomen of WWE match. Probably, and I've heard about this. This is a rumor. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be Charlotte with their team versus Ronda with the team. I think it's going to be Charlotte versus Ronda next year at WrestleMania. But probably sometime between now and next year's WrestleMania, they'll probably have the four horsewomen versus four horsewomen match. Probably Survivor Series, but potentially SummerSlam. So yeah. Next, the Chicago Street Fight between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. I think Gargano's going to win this. He's, I think, come out on top of every one of their fights, every one of their matches so far. And I don't think this is going to be any different. I think he's going to I think he's going to go to a dark place in this match, and he's going to pull out the victory. And potentially, I would like to see a DIY heel stable, a heel version of DIY maybe. But I think he could potentially kind of, definitely go to a dark place in this match and win. Ciampa's fucked with his life for so long. He hurt Johnny's wife. All this stuff, and I definitely think that Gargano's going to walk away with the win. I think he's going to do whatever needs to be done to finally, once and for all, defeat Ciampa. FYI, if you guys tweet me anything tomorrow, or today technically, I'm not going to get it because I'm going to have my Twitter notifications off for the day, as well as my WWE, so I don't accidentally see anything about TakeOver, and so I don't accidentally see anything about Money in the Bank. Alright, next, the men's singles match between Ricochet and Velveteen Dream, and let me just say, there's 3 title matches on this card, and a street fight between 2 of my favorite wrestlers. And yet this is between one of my favorite wrestlers and his ex-tag partner. And yet this is still one of the matches I'm most excited for, especially feud-wise. This feud has been amazing, especially what Ricochet did last week, where he just jumped out of the ring, grabbed the mic, or went to the mic, then prove it to Velveteen Dream, landing on his feet. I'm like, yes, that is what I like. Speaking of which, if you guys don't know, Thursday was my brother's birthday. We went to Craig's Cruisers, and they have trampolines there now. I want to try to get a video of this next time I go, and maybe even hopefully me landing a backflip. Because I'm going to try to do a backflip so my brother can land a front flip. Or even if he doesn't, I'll probably still do it. But I want to try to get a video of me doing front flips and stuff because it was so much fun. I was like, oh my god, I fucking loved it. First time I've ever in my life landed a front flip, FYI. So I felt really proud of myself. It was awesome. But yeah, I'm really excited to see Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the ring against each other because they're 2 fantastic performers, both on the mic and in the ring. Dream is awesome. Ricochet is awesome. I think this is going to be his first singles match on a TakeOver for Ricochet. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd for Dream. Probably, I think his second. I think his first was against the one against Aleister Black, and then he was in the ladder match. Again, though, I called this 3-4 months ago in March when the NXT or April, whatever, when the NXT North American Championship match happened. I was like, they're gonna prep feuds after this match, and I was like, it's probably gonna be Velveteen Dream and Ricochet, Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane. They went with Lars Sullivan versus Aleister Black, but he might have had some stuff against Killian, I'm not sure. And then, who the fuck else was in that match? Adam Cole and EC3. They haven't done EC3 versus Adam Cole yet. I hope they still do. But look at this. I called Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream, although it was kind of an obvious one to call. Alright, on to Money in the Bank. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Rusev versus Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus any one of the New Day members. And I just realized I still didn't write down a prediction for this. So here it is, guys. My prediction. The Miz or Finn Balor. And the reason I'm saying The Miz or Finn Balor is because, honestly, I can't choose on this one. And I hate doing the 2-person choices because it gives me a better chance of getting the prediction correct. But the thing is, I could see them giving it to Miz. I could see them giving it to Balor. Balor, definitely, in my opinion, is one of the people who deserves to get it the most, especially from the Raw side. He never lost the championship, and he's never got his rematch. Neither is Kevin Owens, so I think Kevin Owens definitely has a chance as well. But Balor, I definitely think, could do wonders with it, I think it'd be cool if we saw Reigns win against Lesnar at SummerSlam finally, and the next thing you know, you hear Finn's music hit, and he fucking bashes Roman in the face with it, turning heel in the process, and then gets the championship from Reigns. I think that'd be a very cool thing. And if they did it before Reigns beat Lesnar, it'd be, again, proving Reigns cannot beat Brock Lesnar. And I think that would be a really cool way to kind of, 1, send Lesnar off, and 2, keep Reigns out of the title picture for a bit longer, especially from having it. And it'd be an awesome moment because SummerSlam is where Finn initially won it 2 years ago. So, next, women, and Miz, obviously it's The Miz. I think it could definitely further fuel the Miz-Bryan feud, especially if Bryan ends up winning the championship. A lot of people have been predicting Nakamura beats Styles, Bryan face, Bryan wins SummerSlam, at SummerSlam, Big Cass comes out, big boot, Miz cashes in, 1, 2, 3, Miz versus Bryan for the title, which a lot of people think that's what the feud's definitely going to need is the title in the picture. And I think, one, giving Miz another title run is just a fantastic idea. Miz is awesome with the title, and I think it'd be really cool, especially if he got the custom M thing like he did with the spinner belt. And 2, Bryan versus Miz for the WWE Championship. I love it. Next, women's Money in the Bank match. Ember Moon versus Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Lana versus Natalya versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks. This one was actually a lot easier for me to choose. Now, while I think a lot of the women, especially Ember Moon, Charlotte, and Natty, and maybe... yeah, that's about it. And Becky Lynch, definitely deserve it. Becky Lynch is my surefire choice. I chose her last year, if you remember. I'm pretty positive I chose her to win it last year. And it actually looked like she was going to, and then James Ellsworth, and then James Ellsworth again, ruined both her first and second shot at the Money in the Bank ladder match. But I definitely think that they're going to make up for it this year because they definitely need to make up for the monumental screw up last year. Because last year's was terrible. Becky getting it, definitely, 1, in my opinion, puts a very good way of doing this. 2, I think it could definitely set up a long-term thing. Have Asuka beat Carmella, because let's be honest, no one wants Carmella as champion. Just saying. Have Becky win the championship. By the way, or the Money in the Bank. By the way, I just kind of revealed my pick for Asuka versus Carmella. Asuka, obviously. Have Becky win the briefcase. Have her cash in after Charlotte beats Asuka, most likely at SummerSlam, and have her cash in on Charlotte and have it be like a nice tea time feud. I think it'd be really cool, especially because Becky versus Charlotte is a fantastic feud in my opinion. Next, the WWE Championship last man standing match: AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I think Styles is going to retain. Now, this was a hard one for me to choose because 1. Every time I've chosen something in this match, it's gone during their matches, it's gone wrong. Both times I've chosen Nakamura. Every match has ended with some dubious circumstances. The first one ended, Nakamura turned heel by, hitting AJ in the nuts. The second one ended with a double count. It's ended in these stupid ways each time. So I'm like, 1, am I going to get this wrong again? Probably. 2, is it just going to end with both of them failing to get up? Because if it does, I love the feud, but it's dragging on, and there's only so much they can do with this. I think they need the definitive winner here, and then have the rematch, or just have Styles retain and then face Bryan, because AJ Styles with Daniel Bryan where Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't ruin it is a fantastic idea, in my opinion. Just saying. Next, the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax. Ronda, come on. I would rather have it not go to Ronda this fast. I would have rather had this be put off till SummerSlam, but it's going to Ronda. Next, the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Asuka versus Charlotte, or Asuka versus Carmella, God. Asuka, come on. They're not going to have Carmella beat her. Come on, really? They really have Carmella beat her? Even if the Iconics get involved, if they have Carmella beat her, I'm done with WWE for just, yeah, I'm just going to be mad. Next, the men's singles match, Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. Roman Reigns, come on. They give Jinder the fucking win on the pay-per-view against Roman. They're making a mistake. Or, alternatively, I could also see Dean coming back, turning heel, and attacking Roman. That's also been a pretty high rumor afterwards. Alright, next, the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match, 2B versus Gallows and Anderson. 2B. If you don't know who 2B is, it's the Bludgeon Brothers. It goes back to the Fashion Police joke thing. But yeah, Bludgeon Brothers. I'd like Gallows and Anderson. I'd love for it to be the club, whatever AJ and them call themselves right now. All having championships, but I don't think they're gonna give up the Bludgeon Brothers wins or championship just yet. I think they're gonna keep them for a bit longer. Next, men's singles match: Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Bobby Lashley. They're not giving it to Sami. Sami is... I don't know how I feel about Sami as a feud, as a heel. I think Bobby was a heel his first time, and I like that better. I'd like it if the roles were reversed, if Sami was a face and Bobby was a heel. But, I'm very... I guess, about this match. I don't fucking know what I feel about that match. Intercontinental Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Elias. There's also rumors that Dean's returning here and attacking Seth and costing him the championship, but I think Seth's going to retain. Elias would be fantastic with the IC belt, no doubt. Like, no doubt about it. I'd love it. But I don't think they're going to give him the belt just yet. I think they'll give it to him at a later date. Unless Dean actually does return and attack Seth, then I think Elias is getting it. But Seth's getting it, in my opinion. They're going to keep his reign going because, honestly, he's a fantastic Intercontinental Champion. And finally, men's singles match, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Just like the last time they faced, I'm going for Daniel Bryan. I don't think Big Cass is going to win this. He hasn't won a single match between the two of them. Well, actually, I think he did win one on SmackDown, but, you know, that doesn't matter. Because guess what? It's not the big fucking match everyone cares about. But I think Daniel Bryan's definitely going to win. He's going to win. He's going to rub it in Cass's face again, and it's going to lead to Cass costing him the championship at a later date, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed the predictions video for both TakeOver Chicago and Money in the Bank. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I might just do pay-per-view predictions. Money in the Bank 2018 weekend? I don't know. I'll figure out what the title's going to be. Obviously, you guys will know. I'll see you next time. Stay golden.